Oh my goodness, is that the little stream chat people? Hello everybody. Hello. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. We have a lore stream. We have a lore stream. I am excited. It is a lore stream. Uh me and the lovely Scottish Bean are going to be doing some cute little Mythrill lore today. If one of the mods could do a shout out for them, that's a Scottish Bean. My lovely dear friend who we love very much. But it's just gonna be a tea party because nothing ever goes wrong at the tea parties I've done. This is the third tea party this arc, and thank you for doing the shout out. So far, we had one where I had to tell Artemis that Celine stole their body. Another one where, well, at the end of it, which I wasn't involved in, Katie got letters from her parents, which turned out to all be a lie. And then now we have one with Bean, my little inventor friend, and we're going to talk to them about Mythrill and everything in between, and it's going to be great. Nothing could ever go wrong. What do you mean? Nothing really is going to go wrong today. Because why would it? Because why would it? But actually, no, it's going to be very fun. Also, Esh got first, L got second, Lich got third. Look at you guys go. I like having those channel redeem points. It was fun. Oh, this lore stream now. Legitimately, nothing is going to go wrong today. It's just a conversation. But who knows what could happen in that conversation? That's where it gets interesting. That is so true. That is so true. But, you know, as such, we got the lore message pin turning the starting soon music down just a little bit. Since we have the starting soon music playing, this will make words and phrases. Ha 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 ha. I'm doing good. I'm still a little tired. I have water with me, so hopefully I'll be good on hydrates. But some channel points are turned off, and thank you for the hydrate. I won't be talking to chat as much until after lore. Don't know how long it's going to go. Probably not super long today. At least for the lore half. We'll do some casual stuff afterwards, but again, I'm feeling a little bit eepy. But for anyone who hasn't caught up on the lore, this Friday, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, El, we have the Mythrill Lore podcast update thingamabob, which we love, which is going to be very fun. We've got Bagel showing up as a special guest, not as good. Yeah, and everyone check out all of the Mythrill stuff, because it's fun. I forgot to work on the card today. I'm gonna work on the card for Mythrill after stream. It's almost all done. I just have to adjust something now that I've got a new thing for it to list our members, and then it'll be perfect, and you guys will have a central location to find all the links to all of the shit. And I'll be putting that in. Please do after stream, El. If I forget, please do. Or just put it in my note thing, because I'll look there, because I haven't finished all jobs on there anyway. But yeah, we're going to be jumping in soon. And I hope you enjoy today. I hope you have a nice time. Hope everyone's doing well, and we can have some fun. I would like to let you all know that Bean's father has decided to start practicing burpees in their background, and has just DM'd me that in the game. So we shouldn't be able to hear it, but I think that's really funny. Bagpipes? I thought it said burpees. I've deleted the message now. Bagpipes. It was bagpipes. Well, I thought it was weird they were saying that you wouldn't be able to hear burpees, because why would you be able to hear burpees? But bagpipes. That's very Scottish of them. I can't read. I really quickly read it. I was incorrect. But we got to get into lore mode now, guys. We gotta shh, it's fine. This is so good. You should be confused. We're having a good time. I'm gonna go into lore mode in a second. Just mwah. Mwah. Okay, so not only do I have to figure out this stupid enchantment on this book, but I also have to find a way to stop Honey from dying if they leave the valley, figure out what Celine is and how to stop them, find a way to get Mars's soul back and cure their illness, which I have no information on beforehand, because otherwise, you know, getting their soul back will just kill them. Melora is being incredibly shifty, and I feel like that's linked to something, but I don't have enough information. And instead of working on any of that, I'm having tea with Bean. Which is okay. It's fine. I'm allowed to take breaks. I am allowed to take time for myself and sit down and relax, because if I'm rested, I can think better, and if I think better, I can solve all of these problems faster. And it won't be a problem. Definitely won't be a problem. I really need to talk to Artemis. But they've been out a lot looking for stuff. I think they more elven ruins, potentially. I don't know. They've just been out a lot. So kind of hard to talk to your best friend when they're out a lot, but not that I've been leaving my island a lot to go visit either, because, you know, so much work to do. But I just need to talk to them at some point. I hope Mars talks to them. Oh, God. That isn't going to be the best conversation for either of them, I feel. I mean, you found out one of your friends sold their soul to someone who stole your face. That's not going to go down very well now, is it? I just hope Mars tells them before someone else does. God knows it isn't going to be a good idea. Oh God, do I have... Oh, my wings are off. But I have the donuts, which is good, because I know Bean likes them. Oh God, I need to grab more tea. I had my cup from earlier, but would probably be a good idea to grab some more. I know these are Bean's favourite. I'm hoping that I can talk to them about their hoovers. I'm not sure how aware they are of what has been going on with the notice board. I'm pretty sure it's an elaborate prank, but it would be nice to, you know, hear it from them. Do they know how to get to the tea house? I mean, they've been here for a while. I don't see them around super often though, so maybe they don't know. I'll know when they're on their way. I can sense they're definitely nearby. Like Katie saw me jumping on the table, so they'd yell at me because I yelled at them. They're like over there somewhere. Oh, well, I guess they're there then. I'm just I guess I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive with soul sensing, since, you know, if Mars is willing to sell their soul to Celine, then God knows who else is. Calm down. Just people being people and people making mistakes. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to find a way to fix them all. Because you're the scholar of the group and no one else knows what the hell they're doing other than maybe Artemis, but they have enough trauma. They have enough problems of their own to deal with right now. Oh! Hello!
Hi.
Welcome, it's been a while.
Yeah, the wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah, the wedding, and before that was when you first got here, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I know you've been on your island busy at work. I've got some tea for you over here.
Thank
And some jelly donuts just inside there. I heard they were your favourite. Artemis let me know.
Thank you.
No problem. How have you been?
Yeah, okay.
That's good to hear. Have you noticed anything weird with the Hoovers lately?
Yes, it was something I mentioned to Artemis when I ran into them. They so they never they seem to have kind of almost taken on a mind of their own.
Yes, well, as far as I've perceived them from the ones at Artemis's hub is they have some sort of semi-sentience. It seems more so that they just clean a lot without have people using
Yeah,
them to. What I was more referring to was the fact that there is a notice on the community board for a Hoover uprising.
I did also notice that.
I'm
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 not
about
sure.
I'm about 90% sure it's a prank. I don't do you remember Bagel from the wedding? Wore a mask, purple
Yes.
horns. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't wear the mask anymore, but they still have the horns. Hair's different as well. But they're kind of the prankster around these parts, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
But
It
I
was.
don't know. All I do know is that Moons made a bee mafia to combat them. Or I think it's
Oh,
Moons because they're the only person with a massive beehive in front of their place.
yeah. Well, that's.
I'm about 70% sure it's all one big practical joke, but
Yeah.
but it's still a bit concerning.
With the Hoovers taking on a life of their own, that is a little bit,
Yeah, I mean, it's very curious the potential that Mythrill has in things and objects. I mean, semi-sentient Hoovers is quite a or quite a mystery, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
did,
I back at home, I when I created the design, they never, it was you pushed them around yourself. You did all that yourself, and then I
yeah,
made them with Mithril, and at first it was the same, and then
and
I started noticing they weren't where I left them.
yes, it's definitely curious. I suppose it's maybe it's something to do with intent. Magic has a lot to do with intent. When you put something in, and Mithril does have magical properties,
Yeah.
so it could be you put the Mithril into them with the intention of them being cleaning appliances. So now they clean by themselves as an extension, I guess.
Yeah, I had, I tried to, do experiments, tried to explain it, but I couldn't really find a reason. So I had kind of lent towards magic, but I never believed in magic before I came to the valley. It was just in stories.
You have antlers.
Well, there must also be a scientific explanation for that as well. I just always
Well,
guessed that I just
kind
hadn't found
of.
it.
Kind of. I mean, it's more of a genetic mutation due to magic exposure that gives people who would typically be considered humans more animal features, like your antlers and ears.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's not. It it is scientific. It's both, I guess. That explanation is the magic causes mutations or affects genes to the point that they have a higher chance of mutating, and naturally human bodies wouldn't be able to mutate to have animal features, but with the presence of magic, it allows for that. So it
Yeah, I
happens to,
suppose it makes sense.
yeah, just beyond at the edges of the Feywild, where I'm from. If any humans happen to live there or stumble too far into the Feywilds, oftentimes they will, well, not simultaneously just become hybrids or get animal features, but it will affect their genetics, so they're more likely to have offspring with animal features, or sometimes they can just get it as they age. It's very complicated. We have a book about it in the library, actually.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe that's something I should write home about. I don't do that often, but maybe I should.
yeah, it could
It
be.
might be a bit more of an explanation there. I never really thought to ask. I have them. They grow
Yeah,
through
I
the
mean,
year,
if
fall off at some point.
yeah, if it's just something that you're used to, I guess the explanation doesn't really matter. I guess until you meet others where it isn't as common.
Yeah,
Um, but it's just one of those things, I suppose.
yeah.
Um, but Artemis had mentioned to me that you have an interest in, learning more about Mithril. You've been doing your experiments. Have you discovered much else aside from the curious incident of the Hoovers?
Not massively. Um. Well, all just sort of comes back to its relation with other metals, maybe.
Hmm.
And then magic kind of does come into it, but does it is there more instances of it giving things a voice? Like the Hoovers, they kind of come to life a bit, but they don't they just clean. They don't
Yeah, they
talk.
are.
They don't.
Like I said, my main assumption for that is definitely, as someone who performs magic myself, intent is a big thing. So that's probably just, even without magical ability, the Mythrill having magic being put into the Hoover with the intent of it being a cleaning appliance lets it clean. I haven't seen anything else like the Hoovers in the valley. I've seen some things. Obviously, we have weapons and tools and stuff that we enhance with. I suppose it would be considered an alloy since it's made from various materials. But I guess the only other thing similar would be honey. That
Well,
situation's
yeah.
very complicated.
Artemis mentioned honey. I don't know if I've met them. I don't think I have.
No, you didn't attend the festival, I don't believe.
No.
They showed up sometime after my wedding, um, or just randomly in a area of the island Artemis lives on. But I suppose that deserves its own little bit of a explanation. So this is going to sound like a fairy tale, I guess, for you. But many, many years ago, when the valley was, you know, first created, around 10,000 years ago or so, probably before that, there was a sculptor. I think his name was Gasson, Gulson, Garsons, something like that. It doesn't really matter. He was an asshole. Is what we
Oh,
really have learned about
okay.
him. More or less, he sculpted who we now know as Honey, in order to be their perfect woman.
Oh,
And obviously, a statue can't be a significant other or do things for a person, so they had hopes to achieve what you have with the Hoovers by giving them a mithril heart. However, it
okay.
didn't work. I think that has to do with the fact that the Hoovers are a set of machinery, so they have the capability to roll around, they have suction capacities, they are made with the ability to do something without the mithril being there. Without the mithril being there, they just become a normal Hoover. A
Yeah.
statue, it's just a statue. It's just a fancy decoration. So, encasing a mithril heart within its chest didn't really do anything. But this is where it gets complicated. Do you know anything of the gods, or have you even heard the existence of gods, Bean?
Yeah, I've heard a few stories. Again, at home they're just kind of stories. Um,
Yes.
so it's not really clear what's real and not real, I suppose.
I suppose that's something that most places nowadays have in common. For me, when I was born, it was a lot more of a common occurrence to hear about the gods and for them to be worshipped. But when I was born, they had just disappeared. So no one has seen them in many, many years. A bit
Yeah.
longer than the valley's been around, I would say. Um, 13, 15,000 years, rough, give or take.
It's a long time.
It is a long time, but no one. The main assumption is that they live in their own separate universe and just decided to stop meddling with humanity. But before then, when there were more common occurrences of them being around, people would often pray to the gods to gain favor or riches or other such things. Galsun decided to try to appeal to the god of love to bring his statue bride to life.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see why it's kind of like you made this person and now you want to do things with them of that nature. Not kind of problematic, especially considering you're trying to make them a person. It's a long thing. But basically the god of love said sure, but to spite the sculptor, Gason or whatever his name is, decided that Honey wouldn't become quote unquote human until after he had died by a long shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I suppose in that situation, it's less of the Mythrill being what gave them life and more of the intervention of a god. Honey is classed as an angel because they were given a blessing of power from a god, that manifesting in them, not being a statue.
Yeah. There's
But
like,
they still have a heart made of Mythrill and blood which contains Mythrill, highly poisonous. We had an incident.
Oh dear.
Yeah, someone mistook the blood sample for medicine, gave it to somebody. They're fine. They were a demon, in fact, enhanced healing
yeah.
abilities. They were fine.
Okay.
We got them checked out. They're doing good. But obviously quite a scare.
Yeah. Definitely need to label the
that
bottles.
actually reminds me. I was meant to actually bring you a sample of that in case you wanted to research it, but I left it at my house.
Oh.
Would you want it?
Yeah, that would be really, really great, actually.
Okay, I will fly up and get it if you just wait here for a moment.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the sample I've been spending this morning in the library. I do not have time to open that and see what it is. My brain has been so frazzled. This is why you need to take breaks. This is why. This is exactly why. I believe. Nope, not here. Nope. Aha, there we go. I know I put it in my potion area. Probably not the smartest thing to do if we are trying to not mistake it for other potions, but I have a better sense for this than other people, so now it's going in Bean's hands. I don't think we'll have an issue. But let's glide down here. I feel bad leaving them for a moment, but I'm sure this will be more use to them than it will be to me. I've found out all I really can from it. Sorry about that. I really should have picked this up before leaving.
It's okay.
Here it is, though. Again, be careful. It is
Yes.
non-corrosive, non-lethal to touch, but ingesting it is highly poisonous.
Okay.
From what I saw, of the person who drank it, enclosure of the throat, similar side effects as cyanide, I would say.
Okay. I'll keep it, with the rest
Yes.
of the dangerous bottles.
I'm not sure how much you'll be able to decipher from it. I mean, being a inventor, but I'm sure you have a little bit of knowledge on magical alloys and such, so
Yeah.
well, not magical alloys, but alloys in general, and I'd probably hazard a guess it's more metal than blood. I can't really decipher much from it other than its basic magical properties of being something made from Mythrill. But maybe it will be of some use to you.
Yeah. Can try and maybe see what effects it also has on things. As we know what happens with Mythrill, so Mythrill blood, I guess maybe it does something too.
Potentially. As of right now, that is the third and final blood sample that we took from Honey. I'm not sure how willing they would be to go and take another one, but if needed, I'm sure we could always ask, especially if it's to find a way to learn more about them. You probably are aware, but things made of Mythrill or containing Mythrill lose their power and ability when they leave the confines of the valley.
Yeah, I
I'm
tried to take a Hoover home at one point.
yes. Best case scenario, it just loses its luster and stops working. Worst case, I've heard of things melting or exploding. Um,
Yes, I'm
Now,
luckily none of that happened.
I want you to imagine the consequences that having a mithril heart could have in that situation.
Yeah, I suppose that means honey's stuck here, really.
Yes, I mean, they've never known any life outside of the valley, but they seem rather eager to have as much freedom as they can get. I suppose that comes down to the. I. This is more of a theory, but I would assume that having a heart made of mithril, it didn't give them sentience, but they remember things from when they were a statue before they became human. Not much. Mainly the sculptor who made them and stuff about the goddess, but I suppose maybe having a heart of mithril could have allowed them to retain those memories. But obviously only make use of them once they had a brain.
Yeah,
Um,
suppose.
it's a theory of
So
mine, that one,
interesting.
but it's very I you're not the only person who is out of your depth with all this, just so you know. There are a good handful of
Yeah.
humans who have been confused. I mean, Thisuk lives just down that way, Amethyst Roof Buildings. He has been getting quite a few shocks recently, with learning about magic and stuff. He's just a normal
Yeah.
human adventurer. And Mars, well, he was a doctor. He's been getting himself into a bit of trouble, let's just say.
Oh,
Um,
it seems to be a common occurrence with residents.
unfortunately. I'm just very much hoping people try to stay as safe as they possibly can. Um,
Yeah, I suppose it's all we're trying to do, really, sort of.
yes. I mean, there are a lot of dangers in the world and a lot of mysteries in the valley, so it's to be
Yeah.
expected, but just a lot of worrying to be done.
Is is there? You mentioned the library having some books. Is there any on like possibly why Mithrill's here and the effect it has on the
So
land?
there's the Mythrill Historia, but I guess the issue with this being a lost civilization is a lot of the written books are made by scholars who came here around the same time that the barrier that surrounded the place fell. So roughly 10 years ago at the oldest,
Yeah.
or I guess 11 by now. So there's not a lot of information written, but I do have some more information on things myself. Um, we found some books written by an old group of adventurers who used to live or roam the valley. They spoke about this place being built as a utopia, Mithril being its sort of what drew people here and what made people want to stay, acted as a currency, crafting material, all these different things. The society was completely based around it and its, I suppose, worship. Um, Currently, it is thought that it was created by a god. The entire valley, in fact. Um, there are three deities: Karma, who was a demon; Selene, who is something,
Yes.
and yes, and someone called Warren. We've never seen him, only heard whispers and found vague writings. Um, it's very mysterious, but you remember Charlie from the wedding. Wings, fiery.
Yes, yes, I do.
They were here when the valley first was created.
Wow.
Phoenixes, immortal, unkillable, rise from the ashes, all of that stuff. But they have a rather strong case of amnesia, so things are very blurred. They've been remembering a few things recently, haven't really left their home in a while. But they have a very visceral reaction to hearing Warren's name.
Oh,
And I suppose
that's interesting.
that's a sign as any that he might be bad news. Um,
Yeah.
um, yeah, he was the only, I suppose, real god in the valley, since there's a whole book on gods in the library as well. It explains the distinction between deities and gods, because a god can be a deity, but a deity doesn't necessarily have to be a god. Um, it's a little convoluted, just phrases and tons of words and things. But as far as I'm aware, he is probably the person who created Mythrill. Um,
Yeah.
Other than that, it's still very mysterious. Um,
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn about this stuff since I got here, and I mean, calling something magic is quite a lazy way to explain it, but it's very much just varying forms of magic molded together.
Yeah. So now you've kind of, well, I suppose there's not really any other explanation for honey and everything. I suppose, yeah, the gods must exist in some sense, and
They most definitely do, but whether they, well, I suppose still exist is the word. I mean, gods can't be killed, but they haven't been seen. So,
yeah, yeah. So
it's.
the gods, they would tamper's not the word, but they would influence things. Would
I
did they do it
suppose.
just for fun, or?
In the case of Warren, it seems like he was trying to make a perfect society. Um, I suppose you could see that as a benefit for whoever lived there if the place hadn't gotten destroyed. Um, and there's no confirmation, but from the signs of it, it seems like he was the one to destroy it as well as create it. Which
Interesting.
there's a lot of theories. I maybe people tried to revolt, or maybe something else happened, but whatever the case, he made it to be a utopia for people to reside in, and then he destroyed it. I'm not sure if it was a search for perfection, a search for peace, a search for, I don't know, power, but
It takes a lot for people to destroy their own creation, you know. That's why
I mean,
something must not have worked out the way he wanted.
and it's especially difficult to really determine since we don't really know anything other than his name. No idea what,
Yeah.
don't know what they look like, don't know what they sound like, don't know what their motives are, personality. I mean, there's so many things that they could or could not be. We don't even know what they are the god of at this point in time. There's about 22 of them written in that book.
Wow.
There, we can probably make some assumptions based off of what we know of the valley. The only thing we can really rule out is they aren't the god of love, because
Yes.
Honey refers to them by the name of Lady Aeneas. So
Yeah, so that it would be a bit strange for them to be the same person.
yes, and I don't really see. I mean, perhaps the love god would be in the ideals of making a peaceful, loving society, but um, all things considered, I feel like it wouldn't be them. Um, there's not really many other things that we could rule out. There's elemental gods, which I guess wouldn't make too much sense, but it's to whatever they wanted. They're gods. If they can
Yeah,
do it, why not do it?
they're
Who are we to really question
yeah.
their motives at the end
With
of the
them
day?
being tied to as you say, like the god of love, you'd think that he would be tied to something also, but possibly not, and that's why
I mean,
he wanted to create something.
that's another ballpark we're playing within. Every god represents something. There is 22 of them written in that book. Each one represents three core concepts, I suppose. But there's always the possibility that that book doesn't cover every single one. There's always the possibility that that book only covers the ones who were written about and who were found in ancient documents that were found and resurfaced and rebuilt. There's no real way of knowing if we have a complete list or not.
Yeah,
But it's the best
so
we have to
many
work off
things.
of. It's when you're working with such a large time span of 10,000 years ago, it makes things a lot more difficult.
10,000 years. I can't even imagine.
If you think that's confusing, imagine this. The adventurers who wrote the books where we get the majority of our information were time travelers.
Oh, and that adds a, oh my goodness, that holds a whole other section to it.
Yeah. They were time travelers from around our time period. Like, one of them was Cloudy's father. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we found that out. She wasn't very happy. I think that's why she went home to her mother. Um,
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, find out
So
your dad was a time traveler, find out he's also dead. Not a very great combination.
yeah, no. With, I suppose, as you know, growing up loving to invent things, a time machine was always, that was every inventor's dream.
Yes, well,
To realize someone's done it.
if you ever come across an item called a time crux, be incredibly careful with it.
Yes, now knowing that someone's done it,
I
it's
mean,
not just playing games.
that's something from back when I was a child. Time crux, made by God of Time. So right now it's sort of the assumption that only a god can really achieve something like that.
Yeah, that
But
well,
then
it makes sense.
there's the danger of if you break one of them, it is highly speculated that it has erased people from existence before.
Oh,
I kind of put two and two together recently that there was a time crux that had to be in the valley at one point if Cloudy's father used it to travel back in time. And we know that it got broken, which is why he could never return. And I also know that there was someone in the valley at one point who I remember and Artemis remembers as existing, but we don't remember who they were.
oh, wow.
So if you put two and two together, potentially found a broken time travel device, and now no one knows who they were.
Yeah, something went wrong in the
I mean,
timelines.
I'm running on this idea. I've been doing a lot of thinking recently about a lot of stuff, but it was an old story when I was a child. Um, about time cruxes and theories about what happened to people who misuse them. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it's a thing that can never be confirmed. Is the only issue because again,
yeah,
erased from existence.
and yeah, and you don't really not really something you want to test.
Yeah, time travel in itself, highly recommend sticking away from it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, the childish dream. You grow and you realize
yeah,
that
I mean, better dream to follow is one of flight. You seem to have gotten the hang of that.
yes, the wings were
A
again
a
and
deer with wings. Never thought I'd see the day.
yeah, I probably no one did. I really now need to check with my family about the whole deer thing. I think most people at home had some. There weren't many people, I suppose, so it doesn't really.
I
There's
mean,
my family and a few others, but we were. I don't. I can't
close-knit
even
community.
remember.
I mean, it makes sense. A lot of hybrids live in small, close-knit communities of people with similar, you know, uh, assets, I guess. But sometimes other people live there, so maybe they just, preferred not to dwell on it. It's a thing that you live with.
Yeah, I suppose one of those things we just accept. Like, I
Yeah.
suppose accepting that gods are fairy tales, and sometimes it ends up not being true.
I always find it funny. Perhaps it's just because of my age, but things I know as fact, other people know as myth, and it's puts things into perspective, I guess. Passage of time and such.
Yeah. Um, I don't think I've asked. I'm sorry if this is rude. I'm always told I'm saying things I shouldn't, but how old are you?
Last time I told someone that, they got very shocked. So you're seated,
Yep,
you comfy.
got the tea. Yep.
Somewhere around 9,000. I lost count.
Oh, wow.
Yes, immortal creatures. Only person you'll get older than me is Charlie. They, God knows how old they are. We know they were younger than 10,000 before they travelled back in time, and then they've lived 10,000 years since.
Wow.
They're a phoenix. It probably doesn't matter what their age is. They
That,
they
yes, I
look
suppose so.
they look 20. I think that's all that we really matters right now.
I suppose so. It's as if it's working, it's working,
If it's working, it's working. But I suppose, when I say my age and such, it's kind of the reason why I'm the scholar here, why I have so much information and such.
Well,
I've
yeah,
been around
you'll
the
learn a lot in
longest.
that time.
Yes, it's
Having so long to think about everything, and but also then knowing that that's what you'll be doing forever, I suppose.
yes, well, it can be lonely, but I mean, since coming here, I've met other people with long lifespans, none quite as old as me, but people
Mhm.
who could live to be that old one day. So, at least now
Yeah,
that I'm here, I won't be lonely anymore.
people of the valley are nice. I enjoyed, well, yeah, I enjoyed the wedding. It was quite
Mm.
nice.
Ah, that reminds me. I assume did you check your mailbox before coming here?
Um, not today, I don't think.
I would recommend checking it soon.
Okay, I'll check it once I'm home.
Yes, just there's been a lot of people getting invitations to an auction.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
ran by one of the deities I mentioned earlier. Um, I mean, could be something interesting there. I don't believe I'm going myself. I have a lot of other matters to attend to, but yeah, I thought I'd make you aware of that in case it either
Thank you.
struck your
Yeah,
interest or I do know a
I've
lot of people will most likely be attending.
yeah.
Um,
Might
but
be some interesting items too, though, I suppose.
might be some interesting items, but it could also potentially. I mean, I'm assuming it's a group event, so it shouldn't be too dangerous, but when dealing with, you know, things and people, you always, always up in the air.
Yes.
Again, this is
The
Mythrill Valley.
caution is caution is good to
Um,
take.
I do know a few friends of mine will be attending, so if you choose not to go, then I can obviously relay anything you need to know if needed. But
Wonderful.
um, it's
Yeah.
yeah, just an event that will be going on since you're on the talk of people being so lovely. Many of
Yes.
them will be present there, happening in
Maybe
a
I
few
could
weeks.
possibly observe from afar. Um,
Mm-mm.
yeah, it's been nice slowly meeting people, and with having been invited to your wedding, it was nice
Mm-mm.
to run into Artemis again.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to interact with, more people within the valley in a less crowded environment than the wedding or festival or even the auction, let me know and I can always set you up some tea and
Wonderful.
introduce you
Thank
to
you.
people. I'm sure you'll find many people here interesting.
Yes, well, everyone seems to have something new that I didn't know about or thought was
Yeah.
just a story to tell me.
Yes. Oh,
Um,
and again, plenty of books on the library, but if there's anything there that you, or if there's something you want to read about that isn't there, just leave a message for me and I'll try and order some new ones in. Had a
yes,
bit of a
that'd be
mishap with my
great.
last delivery. One of my books is missing.
Oh no.
If you see a book on sea elves anywhere, please let me know. I don't know where it's gone.
Okay.
The mail company got back to me recently that they didn't lose it in dispatch, it was delivered, so
Oh,
I believe
that's
someone might have
strange.
taken it before I could make copies.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a shame.
but yeah, if you come across it, do let me know.
I will, I
But
will.
I can order in any books that you might need.
Great. Yeah,
I
thank you for this.
no
It was
problem.
nice.
I'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking, talking of Artemis,
Hmm?
are do their eyes change color at all? So,
When they're sad, they both turn purple.
hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
that's about
Well,
it.
yeah.
Why?
Nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you too, Bean. That's a interesting thing to ask. I mean, why would Artemis's eyes change? Why would Artemis's eyes change color? I mean, that's just silly. That's just a silly. They wait, no, wait, Artemis with different colored eyes. Artemis with different colored eyes. Hang on a second. Bean. I'm pretty sure they went this way. I can still sense them. Bean. Hey, Bean. Hey, about those different colored eyes, Artemis. Bean. That wait. What was that? What? Again? Melora again? Hit Bean. I got distracted. They're probably gone by now. They're probably gone by now. Shit. It's okay. I. I'll. I mean, if they go to the auction, they'll figure it out for themselves. I'll probably have to write up a note and get Toshi to send it. Oh, that's. They've seen Celine at some point, and they didn't realize it, and they thought they were Artemis, and after what happened with Mars, I'm not willing to take any chances. I'm not willing to take any chances. Not again. I mean, I don't think Bean has any reason to sell their soul, even for information, even for whatever. But oh my god, another thing I have to pay attention to. You gotta stop putting all this weight on your shoulders. You have a support system. You're not alone in a forest anymore. You're not alone in a forest anymore like you were for 7,000 years. It's not that big a deal. You can talk to people. You can ask for help. Artemis isn't on their island right now. They're out looking for shit. I need to talk to them. I need to talk to them sooner than later. I should write them a letter. Okay. Breathe. The enchantment on this is still being an annoyance. That is fine. I can sort that out soon. I know I'm getting close. I know I'm getting close to figuring out the last page of this stupid silly little journal of Charlie's. Maybe I should pay Charlie a visit and see if there's anything they can tell me or think of that might be a better way to do this. Maybe if I just give them the book for a few days. But I can put this on the back burner for now. Just for a little bit. Priorities. I need to track down that book on the Sea Elves. I have no idea where it could be. That's bottom priority number 2. Because worse comes to worse, if I keep scouring, I can probably find another one to give to Katie. There's definitely potential that I could find another one. They might be few and far between, but I could definitely try. Pirates? No, spirits. I don't think Moon would have taken a book on Sea Elves. They don't really have a reason to. They've been looking into their mother. I'm not sure how many more books they found from Hilaria, but they might have an interest in talking to me at some point if they want to get to the end. I mean, Artemis first pick, but I know they're probably not going to be, you know, too ecstatic about sending them there. And if the person from the end says no, and I don't think... No, Moon has met Bagel. I'm not sure if Moon thinks Bagel is an Enderman or not. They probably wouldn't talk to them because of the demon horns anyway, which means probably me as next priority. Oh god. That's gonna be a conversation. Sometimes I hate being a fae. If I could lie, life would be so much easier. Nope, not important. Not important. Figuring out the journal. Finding Katie's missing book. I need to figure out some way to stop Mars's illness. Because if Mars gets their soul back, which they stupidly gave away, then if they get their soul back, the illness will just kill them again. So we've got to find a way to prevent them from dying once their soul gets back. I also need to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't die whilst they're soulless, or they'll become a monster. And if they become a monster, getting a soul back won't even be possible. So we've got that to worry about. I told him to stay out of trouble. I'm really hoping that works. I'm really hoping that works. And right now, I want to figure out what Melora is doing. Because they ran to that old abandoned building at the back of the harbour last time I had tea, and now they're running between the two unused buildings which lead to an alley, the cavern with the big water lake. What could... Unless they were trying to use the back entrance of the tunnel. I suppose we can check. But it's definitely difficult. I mean, I can sense their soul. But whatever area they're going to seems to be protected. I don't want to walk up that way. I don't want to see that cretin's face. Because if I do, I cannot be held accountable for the actions that I will commit. Taking Mars's soul. Oh. Oh, I will make sure that they rule the day. Yeah, they're not in their explosion shop. Not inside there. And that's never been protected from my soul sight before. This building isn't protected from my soul sight, but there's not much in here. So it's hard to really figure out unless there's something else going on which I'm just not aware of. I think this is where they're planning on moving to? Yeah. Oh. They seem to have been doing some work. Oh. Okay. Haven't been in here before, actually. Oh. They've been doing a lot of renovations, it seems. Huh. Curious? Very, very curious. Okay. And the last place is here. Not many people use this tunnel entrance to the new side of the harbour just because, well, not everybody likes getting their feet wet, and a lot of people just don't really walk this way. Not to mention, again, the buildings that this takes you out to aren't being used currently, so not really much point in it, but I don't sense them anywhere, but I do definitely hear things in the walls. Why would there be things in the walls? This place is all lit up. I guess that's more so to stop any things from showing up. They don't have wings. I guess they could have used the water, but... And there's a masquerade building. Hearing that creeper in the walls, though. Are they hollow? I was under the impression this cave had been, well, either repurposed from an existing cave or mined out rather haphazardly, but those walls are hollow. And I've seen Melora go into this building and the water back there. I think this requires some further investigation. So that's our #1 priority. Figuring out what Melora's been up to, because... And maybe I'm grasping at straws. But I know they're hiding something. I mean, it's been obvious they've been hiding something since they first came here. Maybe not to others, but again, Soul Sight lets me see a lot of things that most people wouldn't like me to see. Such as Bagel. Or, well, is that the name they go by now? I'm unsure. But whatever that mask was, made it so I couldn't properly read them. I can now, though. Another Cambion. I'll have to ask them about that if they stop by the library again. As for Melora, though, they only have their own wits to hide what they can from me, and it turns out they haven't been doing that good of a job. Something for later, I suppose. I'll keep, well, my wits about me to see if they wander around anymore, and I'll try to have a better luck at trailing them next time. That is priority 1. Because whatever they're hiding, if it's something in the harbour, then, well, it has to be related to what else is going on, whether that be some past thing that we just haven't found yet, or something to do with Celine. I think it's daytime, but I think I'll take a nap. Because, God, I don't even remember the last time I slept. And once I'm awake, we'll get back to work. Well, we'll first get to work writing Bean a message to warn them about Celine and their appearance. And then I'll try see what I can find out about Melora. And hopefully, that'll give me some more ideas than what I have right now. But I guess all I have to do now is get some rest. Z! I don't think I can lay in this bed. No, I can't. My bed's unusable. That's the lore for today, gamers. All of that last bit was pretty impromptu. We have fun there. Also, thank you, Asprey, for the sub. Thank you so much. I will look at your DM after stream. I saw it, but I haven't been able to look at it yet. Thank you, 848 Wanda, for the follow, and thank you, Maple, for the community gift sub and the 100 biddies. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Bum. Elle, can you let me know if Bean is still doing lore? Because I wanna message them in the chat and be like, I love you. I love you, game. Oh, I'm being clapped. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's been a bit since I've done, like, obviously we had the conversation with Bean, but then I wanted to do a bit of solo stuff just then. And it's been a while since I really went ham into that, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna quickly retitle the stream to lore after party. There we go. Be a little silly guy. And can we get another shout out for Scottish Bean? My lovely beanie, a Scottish beanie. We love them. I think Bean's chilling now. They're chilling. Okay, good. I can do this. Bean, I love you. You did so good. Mwah. let me also fix my shit. Bean is so cute. Oh, we love Beanie. We love Beanie. Everybody follow Beanie. They what are they at right now? Wait. They're almost at 1,000 followers. They are literally at 977 followers. So if everyone could go and follow Beanie to get them over to 1,000, that would be really nice of you. Please do it. We love Scottish Beanie. But now lore is done. What are we gonna do? What we're gonna do is Pride Month is soon, and I want to build something. I want to build another minigame. Also, this is just random shit. I think somebody just went and bought boxes from the thing, and then put them in people's houses. Because I've gotten this. Mars got one full of sand. Katie got one full of sand. Oh, that was Elle. Elle, you're so lovely, but also mwah. But what I want to do is I need to go to the library to get a book and quill. You and Bagel are... Oh, Beanie's left the game. Okay, cute. What I want to do is I want to get an assortment of blocks. Honestly, chiseled stone and... Chiseled stone... Stone brick. We'll get some stairs as well for dimension. And then I don't know how much wood I have. A lot of dark oak stairs? I'll take the slabs. Because I can just use those to make full blocks. And then I want to grab a book from the library, because what I'm planning on doing is I want to do sort of a pride flag event. So the last mini game that I did for people on the server was the maze. And now I want to do a thing where it's basically we have a list of pride flags and everyone has to craft and make banners that look like the pride flags, and they have to do it on stream. And there's going to be points for... You're going to get a point for being the first one to make a flag, and then you're also going to get points for a variety of things. And then whoever gets the most points wins. But we've got to think about it. So so it's LGBTQIA. We're going to do these flags. So that's lesbian, gay, bi, trans. That one is the questioning. Does questioning have a flag, or is it just the unlabeled flag for questioning? I think I'll just do unlabeled. Unless anyone has another idea. Extra points if you're the first and you identify. You get an extra point if the flag that you make is your own flag and you're the first one to do it. You get a bonus point, but only for the first one. Only for the first one. I is intersex, and then A is is asexual. And then we're going to add a couple of them. So we're going to do up here, we have the rainbow one, and then we have the pink lesbian flag, the blue gay flag, the bi flag, trans flag, unlabeled, intersex, asexual. I'm going to get aromantic. I want to try and cover the sexualities of everybody's on the server. Problem is, I don't know them all. We'll get pan on there as well. I'll specify that as pansexual because the romantic one is different. Do pansexual. I don't want to do the error ace flag because I want to have a limited amount because we could go forever. I know Q is for queer, but queer doesn't have like its own. I mean, I guess queer flag would just be the rainbow one, but I want to add unlabeled in there because I know some people who are unlabeled who just put themselves as queer for stuff. Because it can be a little bit more. I was about to call it androgynous, but that's not really what you can label a sexuality as. But it's like, you can be bi and you can be queer, and you can be trans and you can be queer. At least in definition that I am aware of. Anything else? We'll get non-binary. We'll get non-binary because it has a flag. As everyone flags in the server. Non-binary, and then I don't think there's anything else that I can think of. Nothing else that I can personally think of. And I think that's a good list, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's the gayest number? Sorry, my sister opened the door for my dog. What is the gayest number, guys? You think 11's the gayest number? 69 isn't the gayest number because... I mean... Actually, no, it could be. I don't think so, though. We can just do 11's an angel number. Which is kind of cute. And then I can just sing 11, 11, the lucky number. Okay, if you're gonna give me a number and say it's the gayest number, I need an explanation as why. Why is 14 the gayest number? Why do you believe this? Why have you decided that this is your truth? I simply must know. I simply must know. Make it 13. We could make it 13. That would be funny. For Mythrill lore reasons, that would be funny. Oh wait, I need to see where exactly I'm going. I think up here, I'm gonna bash through these trees and kind of put it like back here. 14 cause fancy. Cause fancy. Yeah, we'll go like along here. Gonna be 1 for person. I'm confused by that. No gender, just yes. Exactly. But I think if we want to add more to it based on the list that we already have, what else could really be added? Because I know there's a lot of flags. Also, guys, if you have Twitch Prime, link to your Minecraft and sub with Prime because Elle did a Twitch Prime redemption. Ayo. You want the hydrate lich? Okay, hear me out. 11 because it's the same number twice. Represent. Oh, that's cute. That does make sense. Hello, Mini Dodo. Are you just saying Mini Dodo even though it says first time in chat? Also, I have several all the oohs are happening. I'm concerned. Yes. You just got a new account. All right then. Okay, we're just gonna break down these trees. But I like that. I like the 11 reasoning. Technically, that could work with any double number, but I don't want to go into the 20s, so we're gonna stick with 11. I think. Man, it's closest human physics. Ooh. All of the words and the phrases. Doing a little bit of birch tree massacring. As we do. I want to get some dirt to fill in this hole. Because that could be useful. But I want to make like a path because there's not really a lot of space here to really do it in between the maze and the bee place. So I want to do it higher up. Alright. Yeah, thank you so much with May for the raid. Hello and hello. My name is Jay, your local streamer, and welcome to stream today. You just reminded me that I can change to my regular stream playlist because we were doing lore earlier. We're on the Mythrill SMP right now. It's a lore-based SMP. It's very fun. We have a great time here. And we just finished up some lore today, and now we're working on a special thing for Pride Month. For the server members, we're doing a flag making event where you get points for making flags and shit. And don't mind me as I throw out my inventory because I do not have enough space, and there we go. But I hope you had a lovely stream, May. I hope it was wonderful. Hello. I even need a shout out. Everybody follow me. They're lovely. They're wonderful. It was very well, what do you do? You got rich. Oh, getting rich is so fun. We love getting rich. On the future, maybe one day. You can have some villagers. Ayo! That's a great pastime. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. But I'm glad that you had a lovely, lovely day. But yeah, we did a lore stream today with the lovely Scottish Bean, who is one of our lovely server members. I think they're not online anymore, but they were very, very nice. It was just a chill tea party, and nothing went wrong. Well, okay, something slightly went wrong at the end, but that was more so an intentional slip, and it was cute. Focus on the future, maybe one day. Isn't life so fucking inconsistent? Yeah, we don't usually stream on Wednesdays, but you know, it's fun. Fireworks are either rainbow colors or patterns. Ooh, I could definitely try. I think I can do rainbow fireworks, setting some redstone up to like have them go off in sequence. Right now we're just getting the area done, so we're gonna have a path that goes along here to the actual place. And then I guess we'll... I don't really want to do too much terraforming, but I think we might have to tilt the path a little bit over to this space, just to give us a little bit more space. So fireworks can have multiple colors in it. Ooh, they can. I haven't really messed with fireworks since they were added. I just carry some on me for my elytra and stuff. So I'll have to check it. Your elytra is crazy. Yes! This is a vanilla SMP, but we've got a lot of custom stuff, like craftable elytras, which all have different textures depending on what we name them for characters, because every character has like lore and stuff, and different characters have different reasons for having their elytras. My elytra is magic, and it matches a demon's, because I was being cute. But other people have like glider textures or other kind of wings. Like we have an angel character who's very, very cool. And then this tool is technically better than Netherite, just because it's unbreakable. It's Netherite, but it will never break, and it doesn't have mending, so it's very, very fun. And it's all, you know, vanilla. We don't have mods on here. We just have me and my silly little brain doing silly little things, making silly little stuff for people to mess with. Which we love and we stan. It's very, very fun. Very fun server. !Mythrill if you want to check out the public Discord for this server. It's very, very cute. And your Discord if you want to check out my Discord if you're new here. We had some Discord announcements today because we've got a couple new mods in. We just closed applications for mods. We got a couple new ones in, not too many, but just a few, who I'm sure are going to do a wonderful job. You go get some food, May. You have a nice time. You de-stress after stream. You have a good break. You have a good times. Yeah, and I removed a couple channels today because Twitter no longer works with bots unless you pay for it. And I haven't posted TikToks in like a couple of weeks, and I don't really intend to for a while because it's very, very stressful to go and make them. You can make. I will definitely look into that. Who knows? Maybe we'll do like a special little, or maybe we'll do like a special thing where once you've completed your stuff, you get to hit the firework button. I'm trying to think of how I want them to display, because this is 11 flags. And how many server members do we have? It should tell me on the Twitter. If I check the Mythrill Twitter, it should tell me. It's like 19. I was gonna say 19. We have 19 members. I don't think all of them are going to fully participate, but I want to leave a space for everybody. So that they all can if they want to. So I guess we'll just have to figure this out. I think it might be easier to just do kind of polls. Or like little, yeah, we'll just do like 19 polls. And then from those polls, people can hang their stuff. And banners are 2 blocks tall. So, and we need 11 banners. 11 banners, so 11 times 2, 22. Wait, no, is that 22 or 23? Wait. No, it's 22, because it goes up like that until it goes into the hundreds and it's one back, isn't it? That's how doing 11 times tables works, isn't it? I haven't been in school in a while. Somebody please correct me. It need to be a tower that is 22 blocks tall in order for everybody to put their stuff on it, which I think might be a bit egregious, so I might just do like a 2x2 space and then just make it 11 blocks tall. And then people can put their stuff on it. What the fuck do you want, mate? Love it. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed. Glad you enjoyed. You and me. Yeah, very fun lore today. It was a good time. And we have a lot of other lore stuff that is going to be going on in the coming days. For anyone who came in with Maze Raid and you like have an interest in lore-based SMPs but haven't heard of Mythrill before and want to get more into it, again, Expedition Mythrill, we have a YouTube channel and we do a podcast where we talk about all the lore that goes on every month. There's also a recap video for Arc 1 because we're in the second arc of the server. And we're doing another podcast on this Twitch channel Friday to talk about all the lore that's happened over the course of... It's March right now, isn't it? April? No, it's May. Over the course of May. Which is very fun. We've got one of our server members, Bagel, coming on as a guest for it, which is very delightful because they are very delightful. And it's the perfect opportunity to, you know, learn about it. It's very fun. But it's very complex. Last stream I did yesterday, we did a whole session talking about the lore and different things about it and how I run things, you know, as an owner. I like answering people's questions, honestly, because it's just very entertaining for me to be like, yo, this is how we do things, and it's cute. And I just like having things to talk about. Being asked questions is just very helpful. Used to be a Californian. Misery left my butter simply in my heart. Oh. Just gonna do some light terraforming so I can figure out how I want to actually build this. I'm thinking a 2x2 section for each person, separated by a block, which means it's going to be pretty long. And I might curve out the corners. Say what you had to say. And this thing will start as, like, basically tomorrow. It will start and be a thing. Well, if I get it finished. If I get it finished. You're cute, Elle. Shut up. You're cute. If we get it finished before tomorrow, then I will be like, yo, this starts as soon as Pride Month starts, and then people can do it. The main catches are they've got to make the banner on stream. If they make it off stream, it doesn't count. Because we can't prove that they made it, and I know there are some Pride flags floating around the server already from last Pride Month, because Arc 1 of the server started in Pride Month last year. Actually, I'm pretty sure it started in Pride Month last year. Jesus, it's been over a year. Oh fuck. Oh, yeah, also, thank you, The Real, Peter Daly, and RG Falcon for the follows. I missed those during the raid, but thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Used to it. That's when you joined? Yeah, I remember because there was so many Pride flags around. I got rid of a couple of them after Pride Month was finished, just because there was so many and I was worried about the banners causing lag. I was like, oh god, there is like so many. There is so many. But it was very fun. It was very fun. You got the flag shop. You did, and then we got rid of it because who needs to pay for banners? But now we're going to have an event that's all about banners, and I'll add prizes. But we just got to figure out a point system now. So you get a point if you're the first person to make a flag. And I guess we can do it so first person to make a flag of any of the sexualities. And I guess we'll also add in a bonus point for the first person out of everybody to make a flag at all. So let's do this. So 1 point for being the first person to make a flag. 1 point for being the first person to make a specific flag. Bonus point if the person identifies with the flag. So like if I made the asexual flag, I'd get a bonus point because that's my flag. Same with like the aromantic one for me. And I'm pretty sure this covers like everyone on the server is at least one of these. Rainbow will not count for the bonus point rule because that encompasses everyone. But it's there. And then I guess we'll do 1 point for being the first with 3 flags. Living in. Actually, we'll up this a little bit. We'll make it 3 points for being the first person to make a flag of a specific one. We'll make it 5 points for being the first person to make any flags, full stop. 1 point for being the first person who has... wait, no. We're adjusting, Because... I guess everyone will get a point, depending on how many flags they have, by the end of the month. Or maybe just before the end of the month. So everyone gets a point for each flag they have by the end. But then these are like the extra points that they can get, which means I'm going to have to pay attention to people's streams when they're on the server, which is going to be annoying, but it's fine. I'll just be like, bitches, tell me in the Discord with photographic evidence, please, and thank you. So actually, we'll just make that a 3, because they can also potentially get a bonus point. 3 points for being the first person with 3 flags. And then we'll do another 5. Wait, actually, no, we'll do 6 points for being the first person to complete all the flags. Saying the word flag can really be misinterpreted if you say it incorrectly, and that is scary. Any other things that people should get points for? Any other things? Your sad eating gay dragon is here to remind you that you also have amazing voice. Oh, thank you. You're so kind, oh so kind. Being meat. -1 point for being Mars. I've got to handicap him because he's the best person to ever exist. But L, I've got to make it fair for all the others competing. Otherwise, Mars will just win by default. Finish it. No, it's not because you're finished. I can't believe this. Give him an advantage. He sold his soul to a devil. What do you mean? He doesn't need an advantage. He needs to get good. He needs to get good. He needs to get bitches. So, I know what law you have planned, Elle. Don't test me. Wait till Artemis finds out. Exactly. Music is too quiet for me, I'm telling you that. Sunset. Party in the hills. At the bottom of the bottle. Maybe on some pills. Now, right now I can't think of any other way to allocate points other than what we already have it as. I suppose I could implement a bonus point for each... Like, I guess I could put a bonus point for each flag that you have that isn't on the list. But then that would kind of make it infinite. And I don't want anything to be infinite. I've seen Sonic Forces. That guy sucks. Why are you choosing violence against me though? I never choose violence against you. I just always love you. I bully you because you're my brother, okay? You're my internet sibling. And I have the right to bully you. This is what you got when you signed up to be my internet sibling. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Shame you came all this way. Sunset. At the bottom of the bottle. On some pills. Shaking my head. She fights against everyone. You do, and I love you for that. Can we get a round of applause for Elle for body acting Melora, because they are so wonderful. I almost missed them. I didn't actually see them on my screen because I knew they were going to be down there. I kind of went back. I was like, wait, what was that? Because I could see Bean walking towards the stairs, and I was like, wait, no, I've been distracted. And then I saw him, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness, is that an Elle Pond Fairy? Oh my god, I'm such a big fan. Oh my god, will you sign my shoelaces? Oh my god, will you sign my shoelaces, Elle Pond Fairy? Elle Pond Fairy? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, you gun drops. Oh my god. When I was young, when my heart entered just like a glove. Why the shoelaces? Excuse me, why not the shoelaces? Honestly, what's weirder, getting somebody to sign your forehead or getting someone to sign your shoelaces? You tell me. Do you think a famous person's ever been asked to sign somebody's armpit before? I feel like that would happen. I feel like that would happen and I would be concerned. Hello, GoPro. Hello. Hello. I have been continuing on my kick of watching old Minecraft roleplays recently, because if you couldn't tell from the fact that this is a lore after party, I like Minecraft roleplay, I like lore, it's fun. I just like storytelling, and Minecraft's a really easy medium to do it in, because it just, me and my friends can plan stuff and act it out, and then it's easier than actually having to write. But I was looking back at all of the old Minecraft, not all of them, but like a big Minecraft roleplay group that I used to watch called the Origins Group. And they broke up like a year or two ago. I stopped watching them like 2 years ago because I just wasn't invested in the new like roleplays that they were doing. They did like a Sword Art Online one, which I just didn't really care about. But I was looking back on all their stuff recently and I was really sad because at least half of them have quit making content since they stopped doing roleplays together, and that's so sad. Like, they were all small creators and I really miss them because they were really, really fun. And I'm just sad about it, because that was not quite my childhood, but it was a portion of my life, and they gave me comfort, and now I'm sad. But it really puts things into perspective for me of, like, you can stop doing stuff, and people are still going to remember and have had enjoyment of the stuff that you put out there, even if you stop making it. And that kind of makes me never want to quit. But at the same time, I need money. Do you know who Captain Sparkles? Of course I know who Captain Sparkles is. He's the Creeper Arm Man guy. He's the Creeper Arm Man guy. I never really used to watch him. I watched him a little bit recent years, but never a majorly amount. I was more of a LD Shadow Lady kind of person. I watched that when I was a kid a lot. That's deep, I know. I did a whole post on my second Twitter about it. I was like, yo, this has put my life in perspective. Like, I love these mediocre Minecraft stories that these people made who were like my age when they were making them. And I'm like, yo, I used to love these, and now there will never be new ones. Because they did a fairy tale inspired one, which I really, really liked because of the characters and the people who played the characters. And some of the perspectives ended on cliffhangers, and I'll never get to see what happens because they'll never make another one. And I'm like, oh. Well, not never. There's always potential that it could one day return, but I don't think it will. There's like only very few people who are part of the group who still do stuff that is like centered around MCRP, and I'm like, yo, these are still fun. I keep saying, and I'm like, yo, because I don't really know how else to phrase my thought process right now. I'm like, I've just been reminiscing, like Edgar Allan Poe. I go, yo, like Edgar Allan Poe. Who the fuck is Edgar? That is a Eurovision reference. You watch his hardcore series? No. Like I said, I wasn't really a big Captain Sparkles watcher. I watched him when he and Tubbo were doing the Big Dig, because I thought it was interesting, but then that only got like 2 episodes, so I haven't really watched him much. I know a couple of things, like he used to have a slime called Jerry, I think. This wasn't something I really watched a lot when I was younger. If you're then don't stop. But it's not even just with like Minecraft RP, there's a lot of YouTubers who I used to watch, and they just don't do, they either don't do the same stuff, or they've just stopped completely. Like, one of the first Minecraft YouTubers who I watched was Chris and the Mic, And he started off, he got really big for doing this Minecraft family thing, which is literally him and his family, his mum, his dad, I think he had a sister, I don't remember, would just play on this Minecraft server together and record it. And it was really, really, it was really entertaining at the time. Probably looking back on it, it probably isn't the best, but it got pretty big. And then, oh, bye, Lich. Bye-bye, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, and I went back to it recently, and people still comment on those videos being like, I watched this when I was a kid, it's so weird that this is like 12 years old, because this was like really old Minecraft as well. And then he ended up starting Minecraft roleplays at some point, which was pretty cool. Some of them are really fun. I really like Jurassic Craft, that's one I got to rewatch. Jurassic Craft, but not from Chris and Mike's perspective, no, from Carlo's perspective, because Carlo had a great perspective. He had a lot of good roleplays he did. But then now, now Chris and Mike is a Roblox YouTuber. And that's fair, if that's where the money is going. It's like within the Littlewood, where his main channel is now Fortnite, and he has a different channel for Minecraft stuff, when it used to all be Minecraft. But instead of that, Chris kind of went, oh, well, Roblox is doing good, so I'm only going to put out Roblox. And I'm like, oh, well, I miss the Minecraft, but okay, so, okay. It's okay, it's fine, it's whatever. My childhood has just been uprooted because of this. It's fine, it's whatever. Hello, chicken nuggies, hello, hello. Don't stop, don't stop. Martin's pretty cool. I like Martin. Do you know what's gonna be wild? Stampy Longnose. His lovely world has been going on. I stopped watching it a while ago. Yes, chicken nuggies, num num. Oh, you've been eaten. Congratulations. Thank you, Sleepy Bee, for the follow. Thank you. But Stampy's lovely world is coming to an end sometime this year. We've not been given a date, but Stampy has said on Twitter that he intends to, like, close off the series at some point this year. And that's just going to be so crazy, because there's so many episodes of Stampy's Lovely World. There are so many episodes. Not the first time, oh god. I feel like I should be concerned. Actually, the thing that people should be concerned about is the fact that my sister put on a barbecue, like, there's a thing on Netflix where it's like the British Bake Off, but American, which by that I mean it's barbecuing, not baking. And they all speak, they're not all Texas, but they all have what we would assume to be a Texas accent. And I have this little problem, you see, of my friend Bagel kind of started me on this thing of doing a very, very shit Texan accent, and now sometimes I just fucking do it, and, watching that show at dinner kind of made me really want to do an accent, so, fuck. And I showed it to my sister, and she was like, that's a really bad accent. I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. That's part of the reason I hate it, because it's not a good Texan accent. It's just weird. I know what I'm fucking saying. I don't even think this sounds Texas. I just think it sounds fucking weird. Yeehaw, motherfucker, yeehaw. Now, I just want to do one all the time, because I think it's stupid. But I really gotta stop. We had that playing on dinner, and I was like, what even is this? What even is this? One of the people in it had a motorcycle injury, and so she could only lift a certain amount of weight without hurting her bones. So she had to have a little red wagon that she pulled all of her stuff around in. And I was like, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Just your little old lady from Texas pulling around a red wagon because she got in a motorcycle accident and can't fucking lift shit. Typical Tuesday in America. It's very, very silly. It's very, very silly. I can check. That cloud looks phallic. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, English is my third language. That's completely based. I misspell things a lot, and not Mythrill, and English is my first language, so don't you worry about it. What it does though, Elle? It does. Like if it's not if that part there isn't connected to it, it does. Don't ask me why, ask the shader people why. They're the ones who frickin' made it. I didn't make that cloud look how it is. I simply acknowledge that it looks like that. That's my favorite bit. So I like this streamer / YouTuber called Penelope Snapcube. And they did a series playing Resident Evil 7 with their friend who was a speedrunner for Resident Evil 7. And in one of the later episodes, they decided to do some cloud watching, so he starts sending her pictures of clouds that he found on the internet. And then at the end of that episode, he says, "Want to do some more cloud watching?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he just sends her clouds that look like penises. And it's probably one of the funniest things I've seen in a Let's Play in my life. Because she just doesn't expect it. And then it's just penis cloud. Penis cloud. That's something you would do. That is something that I would do. That's because where do you think I get my humor from, Elle? I get my humor from internet people who I watch. And that's the main person who I watch. I watched them playing Tears of the Kingdom, and it's made me really want to play Tears of the Kingdom, but I can't because I want to finish Breath of the Wild first before getting Tears of the Kingdom, because I haven't finished it since I first got it. It's into our friendship. Elle, you can't leave me over a penis joke. You put /J for a reason, Elle. You can't leave me over a penis joke, please. I love you, I'll miss you, I'll cry. But I want to finish Breath of the Wild, and I'm pretty far off. All the stuff I have to do should be easy because I have the map completely unlocked. It's just I have to relearn the controls every time I open up the game. And I just really struggle to play my Switch because it's one of those things of my PC I'm in the habit of turning it on every day. My Switch I'm not in the habit of opening every day. And I get really angry at my Switch pretty quickly. Like, I also want to play Splatoon more. I guess what I gotta do is just put it back in its docking station because I have it hooked up to my PC then, and then I can just turn it on and play it on my PC. Which is very, very fun to do. But I just need to do that at some point when I get some free time. Right now, though, I have a Pride PFP that I want to try and get done before tomorrow. Because I remembered that people do Pride PFPs, and I kind of was like, I want to have one which is a bit more than just me changing the background to be a Pride flag. So I sketched that out. I've almost got it fully rendered. I haven't done the facial expression, but aside from that, it's more or less fully rendered. And I know I've done part of the shading wrong, because I was meant to look at how I did shading and then mimic it, and then I didn't do that because I was being stupid. So I might have to go and redo parts of it. But I'm going to try and get that done before the end of the day. And I got a lot of people in the message. Also, thank you, Shadow Wolf EXE, for the follow. Thank you. But I'm working on that right now. And I've got some sketches to get done for some art, which isn't due for a couple of months, but I want to get a head start on it by at least getting the sketches down. And then eventually, probably, if not next weekend, the weekend after, or yeah, if not next weekend, the weekend after, or maybe sometime this week, I'm gonna start making stuff for my up-and-coming Ko-Fi, because I want to make streamer assets for people to buy, and then eventually have commissions open for art stuff. I could have turned my PNG tuber on, but I just kind of decided not to. But for today, because, you know, we had lore earlier, so I'm just keeping off. You're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. But hopefully I can get... Because I have, like, a whole sheet made of the stuff that I would need to make streamer packs for Ko-Fi. And I think I'm going to make it that you can buy stuff individually, or you can buy them in, like, a pack. And the pack is in bulk, so it's a little bit less expensive than getting them all individually. But that's my plan. Currently, the stuff I'm going to be doing is, like, they're all, like, streamer... like stream assets, so that's your overlays, your panels, your BRB screen, start soon screen, offline screen, that sort of thing, as well as emotes, and other stuffs. Blue. And one of them is going to be Cherry Blossom themed, one of them's going to be Cottagecore, and the other one is going to be Space, because I thought that was a nice little combination of packs to start with. And then I can always add more in the future. But that's kind of like my plan right now, because having that set up will be a chance for me to, one, provide people with a place to get some cool assets and emotes and things that could be fun and useful for them, and will also act as a stream of money for me, because I am unemployed. I'm going to be looking for a job. I want to say, not next weekend, the weekend after, because I have an event this weekend, and then also the weekend after. So it's very, very confusing. I don't know why you asked me for red or blue, but that is my answer. I like blue more than I like the color red, but I like the color purple more than I like either of them, which is fun because it's a combination of them both. I think I like more bluey purples typically though. Though I kind of use both in my channel branding, which is, you know, silly of me. A little silly goofy of me. us building the trust stop. Ever enough, I did think we were friends. It's funny how it ends. Put all these away. Put that there for now. I need to get rid of some of this stone. In a second, I'll replace that with this. I have an inkling. I have an idea. You have ideas. You know things that you are not telling me. You know things that you are not telling me. You know things? Oh no. You know things? Should I be concerned? Is this to do with the spider art that you were doing? Or is this something completely different than the spider sonas? Because the lovely Marzarki was drawing spider sonas for people on Twitter. And I do not know what mine looks like. I feel like I'm not going to be told anything that's happening, and I'm afraid, guys. Guys, I'm afraid. Guys, I'm scared. Guys, ha! Completely different? Oh, well, now I'm even more scared, Mars. You have filled me with existential dread. You're drowning in spider people. I had a feeling. You said quick sketches, and those look a lot more detailed than quick sketches, but I think your process of sketching is pretty different from mine. I can do some quick sketches, but I always do a sketch and be like, I want it to look more detailed, and I do a full render. I'm realizing I've kind of been moving away from my usual, like, non-line art stuff, because a lot of the stuff I've been having to draw recently has required line art. And I do like how it looks when there is line art, but I also like not having to do line art, which is what I'm doing with the new profile picture that I'm making for Pride Month. Because it's cute and quirky. Okay, let me get this birch. I might just stick with a birch color scheme, because honestly that could be cute. But we've got 19 people. Fun. Yeah. We've got 19 people, and I kind of want it to go across here. So let's do 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough space. Wait, that's 11. 12, 13. 13, 14. Move. 14, 15, 16. 17. 18, 19. There we go. And that's all the same. Okay. So this is how it's going to be structured. It's just going to be 2x2 walls, all of which are going to be 11 high. And then I'll probably decorate it kind of like I did the maze with bushes and stuff to make it pretty. And then people come here and they hang up their banners and I'll put their names on all of them. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And as you can see, these are going to be pretty tall. Heard a question real quick. Would there ever be a chance for joining the SMP? So this is something that I actually want to bring up real quick. So, most SMPs dislike it when you message their members asking to join, and also pester people to join. I hope you're aware. So, one, DMing people to join is a very bad practice, so please don't do it. It will more than likely get you just completely blacklisted from stuff. Number 2, best way to join this server is to wait for applications to open, which I've said multiple times, hopefully will be opening in the summer. We've done applications before. Most SMPs do applications, unless they are completely closed off and only invite, which this SMP is not just invite. Create SMP, which I'm also on, is invite only. So that's all you gotta know right now, is if you want to join this SMP, you gotta wait for applications to open. We make no exceptions. So I didn't know that. That's understandable, but it's basically common sense that... I think it's basic common sense that DMing random people for stuff to get on isn't really good practice because you don't know these people. It's a little bit rude. And make content on it. Well, good for you. But yeah, this SMP does applications every now and then. We'll be doing new ones probably in the summer. So, you know, good thing to look out for if people are content creators and want to have a go, want to have a laugh, want to have a time. Yeah, just a little bit of commonplace advice. Every single SMP that I have seen or known an owner of or been a part of have very much disliked people who send out like requests to join or, you know, message people. Just a FYI. Oh my god, is that a Katie? Is that a Katie Gobert? Is that a Katie Gobert who I love and appreciate and love very much? Oh, it is? Oh my goodness. Go for you, your flamethrowers, your tunnels, and your tech. I think this is going to look really ugly. Wait, I'm making this 11 tall. Because we have 11 flags. Which are all 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will only get 10. Deleting the DMs, bestie, doesn't stop them from existing. Doesn't stop them from existing or people from having seen them, bestie. That's not how the internet works. That's not how the internet works. Or... take me to the moon, it doesn't mean take me alone. That's D&D base. I love your skin. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Into sand. Mean so lead us is as hard as any church. Dark master, high and fucking it, man. Myself. That's probably good then. Naive as I am. Makes me wanna cry. Dumb bitch, I love you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true. Best one who would never hate me in a Minecraft roleplay. Now you see. The thing is with that. Oh, we love this server. We love this server. No trauma ever, guys. No trauma ever. No trauma ever. I don't know how I want to build these. I really don't know how I want to build these, because you're going to be able to display all of the flags. So I'm not really sure what the best thing to do is. Because these 2x2 spaces aren't going to work, so making them 3x3 would probably work better. Which would require me to kind of mess with what I've already placed, which I can do. It would probably be easier. And then I can kind of account for how tall it needs to be and how many can we fit on a singular thing. I think I'll do that and hope for the best. But such aging day, my beloved. Aw, I miss you, Katie. I miss you. Feel so used. I feel so used. Take me to the moon. Feel so used. I feel so used. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And this is 1 flag, 2 flag, 3 flag, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that fits on 12, which I can put a sign in the middle, and everyone else's. So that will work. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll just carve this out a little bit. So that's 9. Oh god, we have 19, so we've got to get 5 on either side. Wanna blow steam. 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not gonna work. Honestly, I might just make this a board which goes up. We're just gonna make this really fucking hideous. That's what I'm really getting at right now, is this is gonna look awful. But it's okay because it's temporary. I can always destroy it later. But we've got 9 down here. One person's gonna get left out. Who do I leave out? Myself? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, if I'm running it. Or does the thing... Oh, the thing counts... Okay. The thing counts some people who won't be participating anyway. Elle, can you get me a count of all the members outside of the NPCs? Because I'm pretty sure it counts a couple of people who are now just NPCs. Because I remember it still following a couple of them. Hi, Tara. Hello. I hope you're having a lovely day. You want a cool or cooler spider design? I want it to be cool, awesome, epic, like you, Mars. I want it to be a Marzarchy approved spider design. I wanna be like Mars Morales. I wanna be cool. I wanna be cool. I wanna be a spider. How are you and Mother L? We're doing good. 17. Oh fuck, that's an odd number. Ha! We have 9 down here. 9 minus 7. 8. Which means it'll just be like a middle thing. That will be blank. Okay, wait, no. What we're gonna do is down here, the middlemost board down here is gonna be the instruction board. And then that'll make it even with all of the stuff. That'll make it even. Disappear. I'm gonna try to get this built quickly because I kind of know what I'm doing. Kind of.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it, fucker, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop it, stop, 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 stop it, stop it, stop it. You fucking bitch. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Me, I don't know what to say.
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Okay, and then I want to get some birch logs to do a cute little bit of trim. So let's pop this away. I will need to strip this. Am I going to do that now? No. No, I'll be painful and do it after I'm done placing it all. We're going to make it go one more high over here. Just so the signs look a little bit better. Or I guess I can put the signs at the bottom and then just be like, you just got to fill this board up. You just got to fill this board up. I guess I could also put people at the back, but what do you guys think? Should I put them on the back side of the boards? And yeah, or should I do like a top layer? Should I do a second layer to this board assimilation? Being nice to a bit, because I could do ones this side and then ones this side. A citrus friend. Sweet started to rub off on me. Like lemon zest would be pretty neat. Give me opinions, gamers. I need onions. I need onions. I need so many onions. Another layer to make this obnoxiously tall, or just, you know, move stuff onto the back. Because I feel like I probably won't participate because I'm going to be the one in charge of it. You want me to make it tall? I'm thinking if I don't participate, I can put a... Thank you for the I take that as a compliment. I could do a door there and then just have like the other ones on this side. Is that enough? That's 16, yeah. Honestly, I might do that just because it's easier to build. I might do that just because it's easier to build. But then I'll put like a little platform area in front to be like, this is where you can stand to get tall. Oh, no longer. So I still want the rule board to be here. It'll just be upstairs. So let me. I won't strip it right now, but let's have this stand like 2 blocks back. So that's all there. Okay. We'll have this go up to here. And then we'll have it be free. We'll have it be free wide. And then we're gonna have to mimic this on the opposite side as well. Do, 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 do. I don't think I really want it to be all the way across in terms of like the wood in between, like I don't want the pillars there. So we're just gonna put it here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. And we've got to mark this. I mean, that's the correct height. Really pretty easy. Okie dokie. I remember I brought a bunch of dark oak and I'm decided to use all the birch that I've got because when else am I going to use birch? Let's be honest. Got myself a citrus friend. There. And I also want to strip all of... We'll get on top of this in a minute and get the rest. Do, 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 do. There we go. Would this be easier to build the platform first? Yes, but no, I'm not doing it. This is our pride flag game. We are getting all of the pride flags. All of the flags. All of them. Thank you for the raid, Beanie! This is gonna be the 3rd shout out I've done for you today because you deserve all the shout outs, Beanie. You deserve every single shout out because you are wonderful and amazing and I love you. Welcome Raiders, welcome Beanie Raiders. Everybody follow Beanie because they're so close to 1k followers. Look at them go. Look at them being lovely and amazing and wonderful. I love them. I hope you enjoyed the lore today and me being my little exposition-y self. I hope you had fun. You did wonderfully, like you always do. Like you always do, because Beanie is so wonderful. Hee hee. Well, welcome. I hope you had a lovely rest of your stream. What did you end up doing after lore, Bean? What did you end up doing? What did you do? Bean is wonderful. So true. So true. We are currently setting up a Pride minigame on the server. Basically, all the members got to fill these boards with Pride flags based on this list here, which is just the LGBTQIA abbreviation, plus a couple extras to get the number to 11, because we decided that 11 is the gayest number. And this is our board right now. And then we're going to get... I can't make chisel into slabs, but I can make stone brick into slabs. Finds us cage. I'm not in the mood for this song. What song am I in the mood for? Give me a good song. Yes, that's Water Parks. Always wonderful. I'm also gonna need to make a way to get up here. Nightstone. But for now, we'll just do this. In a lineup. Fuck. Okay, I should just go on top of this. I don't know what I'm doing. Every night I'd... Fuck. Baby, hey, I wanna die. My two best friends. Went your single player do a little mining? Cute, cute. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope it was wonderful. I need to go on my hardcore world again at some point. But I just have a lot of mining to do on there, and I kind of want to do some of it off stream, and I just haven't had the time. And I also want to figure out what base I'm going to build there, because I know in my head, I just have to get a plan. I have to get a plan for it, even though that idea is going to take a really long time, and we might have an iron farm, but we don't have anything else. So I've got to do other stuff, like get my villagers sorted, which will be very fun to do. Just a couple people, but it tastes wrong. Waiting on you to come around every night. And we've just been talking about some fun stuff. We've been talking about Mythrill, we've been talking about SMP shit, we've been talking about art and stuff, because I do a lot of art stuff. And it's very fun, it's very cool, it's very fancy. I went out with my two best friends to think of you. Like, shut up and try again, yeah. You know what I need? I need new pajamas. I went to Primark the other day and I saw some really cute Stitch pajamas and I didn't get them. And then I realized that one of my pair of pajama shorts have just completely lost their elasticity. And they're one of the ones where they only have like a fake drawstring. You have a server? The server I'm on right now. It's mine. I own it. It's my SMP. It's my baby. I love it. No, you cannot join before someone asks. Before someone asks, application only. Jesus. I understand that it's going to be a disclaimer, but I also hate that I have to repeat myself. I'm just being silly goofy, don't mind me. Out of my loft. Yeah, there's the server shit. So I could drive 2 Waterbox songs in a row. I feel blessed. Yeah, Jesus Christ won't text me back. Always be alone, in fact. Oh, now. Be the sound. Ella's just so fast, so Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, we're gonna do these two, and these two only. Yo. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. You're just a stopfucker. There we go. And then this is almost done. See, we do that one first because it's easier to get. There we go. Want it. It just has because I want it. And then we'll remove those. And do some little stairs. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Do I have any torches? I do. Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to need a bunch of signs. I kind of don't want to use birch signs because I want them to stand out. And I don't have any proper dark oak wood on me. And L isn't on the server for me to order around because I love them and they like helping me. Oh no. I can get them later. It's fine. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So it hits me real hard around 7 o'clock. And get ready to rock. And nobody downtown. Be around. The stars in my eyes. Tag never the slightest. Tag never the right. I wouldn't know if I knew. Dark fucking blue. There we go. Oh, wait. Last ones, last ones, last ones. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Again, we're going to need this to be on the other side if we're going to be doing stuff with all the other people. But over a good stream. Oh, thank you, Tara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Probably won't be going for too much longer. Thank you, Honeydew. Angel for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Going to be going for a bit longer, but not ages longer. Because I do want to get this a little bit more done. I have plenty of sticks. I'm pretty sure I've got some spruce wood at the house. If not, I can probably buy some quickly. Cold and what a logwood. There for the fun. And it's already done. It sits on the floor underneath my bedroom door. I ever wanted was... Want to start real quickly? No, it's okay. I just wanted to get some... Actually, I probably have signs in here. Yes, I do. It's fine. I have signs. I was just being too lazy. Do not mind me, El Pond Fairy. So I've got 3. I need... That's 16. We'll get... That's like 19. We'll get that many. And then we can put you with too many 6 in there already. You are now dead. There we go. I had some glowing somewhere, but I've misplaced it, so I'll come back and get that later. I should probably have some down there, but I don't want to grab it right now. That I haven't the right, or the clue. I wouldn't know if I knew. Fucking blue. You need a nut. It tastes like it's rubber, and it's not even hard. Okay, so. This middle bit is going to be... Good. We're just gonna... I'm gonna call it flag game rules. Not gonna write this up right now, but I'll think of stuff, and then we're going to put people's names. It's gonna do L. Let's get Katie, Mars, Bryce. I put Bryce. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We gotta get Bean. I keep pressing D because I'm getting ready to walk. Oh god. Ifro. Let's get Rose. I'll go back and fix those other signs in a moment. Bagel. Moon. Let's fix these. Not Beana. No. Bean. Thank you, Kitty Cat, for the follow. Thank you so much. Bryce. And then I need to get the other people. Actually, I wanted to put those down here. Shit. We can't put them both. We can't put them... Well, actually, no, we can put them on both because of that border at the top. So let's just write this again. That means we're going to need even more signs than I grabbed. It was... Katie. Yes, then... Mars. Rice. Bean. Hi again. Hello again. Bagel. No, that's Rose. Shit. Rose. What's going on? I'm putting signs down for all of my members so I can be like, hey, this is where you've got to go for your shit. That's Moon. Because it's for a game. These are all their boards for them to put their pride flags. And I'm going to redo these ones. So that's L. And then that's Katie. Mars. Bryce. And I need to punch these all down because I do not have enough signs. Boop. There we go. Me to the moon. You said the application for your server gonna open July. Around then, yeah. We look for content creators who we think would be a nice fit for the SMP based on a lot of things like their vibes and their content and other stuff. We're handling them a little bit differently than we have before. There still is a traditional application form process, but it's a little bit differently how we're going to be distributing it. But more information on that will happen, or will be out once they actually open. But yeah, that's when it's going to open. It will all depend on when Arc 2 finishes, because right now we're planning to have it finished sometime around July. But we also don't want to rush ourselves and our members to produce stuff that we're not completely, happy with. So we're doing that. Okay, I need to build this again on the opposite side. So that, we have all the other people. Let me go back home and grab more signs because I didn't really think about how I was going to do this. So let me just grab some more spruce and then make some more signs and then we'll be good. Ow, my knees. I love Anna Pantsu covers. They're so good. They're so good. She's got a lovely voice. I haven't listened to their new cover of Villain, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to listen to it. All I long for, all I worship and adore. Please be true. Could be cute, Never a guarantee, but you miss every opportunity that you don't take. So I always encourage people, if they want a chance, 100% try and apply. It will always be a vibe. It will always be a vibe. And even if you don't get in, at least you tried. Like you, but I need some space. I like you kind of far away. It's so hard to kill a day looking at your face. Okay, I also got to mine out a little bit of this back area as well. Just to get the space all sorted out. Because it starts here. And it goes to like here. So we've got to just get rid of this little bit. Just a tiny area. If you want. Wrong. Can we talk? I guess so. I'm not too worried about this looking wonderful, because one, it's at the back. Two, it's a temporary thing. The staircase on this side is just probably going to be a bit fucked, because I'm pretty sure this might actually be the same height as what the stairs are meant to be. Which just means having stairs is a little bit redundant. So I might just put some slabs down for them to climb up the existing mountain. Depending. Tonight. But let me go through and write everyone's names down just to make sure I have everybody. So, we need to get Sky. Surin. Monet is going to be at the end because I was going to put them behind Moon, actually. Or I can just put them further up. We'll see. We need Melora. Not Melora. Melora. Ava. Jelly. Oh, I keep almost writing that top. Jolly. We'll do Monet. And then we'll do Honey. Honey? I think that's how you spell honey. And boop, some dirt. One that we got, baby. I guess I'll see you later. Oh. So are we ever really doing something's wrong? Oh no, I have not given myself enough room for this. It needs to go back by one more. Here we go. Oh. Eh. And we do this here. Let me get my axe out so I can strip this log. And it's got to go up to there. Oh, and this is actually bigger. This is actually bigger than how I've done it. It's even bigger. Oh god, this is really becoming more and more annoying every second that I try to do it. Stupid mountain, stupid me not thinking. I probably should have built this in like a bigger, wider area, but I wanted to keep it near all the other little stuff because the bee thing was an event that we have, which is why there's a daycare for it now. And the maze was the last event that I did, so I was like, yo, let's put it in between them. And didn't really consider the consequences of doing such a thing. But it's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 tall. No is every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Oh, there's a... I unlocked that. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. Nom, 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 nom. I want to see if I have enough stone brick to cover this. And then we'll get the stairs. Oh wait, I need to add more. Because we need these parts. Because this is where the stairs would be supposed to go on this one, but we're not putting stairs on this one because there is a mountain. I will just put some slabs there and be like, walk. Walk. All I know is... Or I mean, I suppose I could always curve this around this side so that it attaches to the back. Maybe just on this side, but it's a little bit annoying again because of the mountains, so I think I'll just leave that. And me, when I realize that I've done half of this wrong. I've done this. I've done it wrong. It's not in line. You threw off my groove. And for that, you will face the consequence of death. That reminds me, I haven't been on Honkai Star Rail today. I haven't been on Genshin in a good couple of days. I've got to do the TCG. Might do that tomorrow because update. Not streaming tomorrow because we have a stream Friday, and streaming 4 days in a row will murder me. So I'm gonna be streaming Friday, and then I'll be streaming Sunday as well, because I've got shit going on. Getting carpal tunnel. Take a break. Take a break. Cease movement of thine wrist. Take a break. Just take a break. Please. Take a break. Me concerning over my friend's health. Take a break. Pretty please, take a break. Realize. How did I do this? Was it just in between? No, it was out. Okay. Sessions and far-flung social policies. Works on the council. Let's just fill the spoon. So she'd never. How did I do it on the other side? How did I? Does it go? It goes out. It starts out here. Okay, so I'm doing this correctly. As to the floor as he makes her way downstairs. Haven't got far to fall. What I'm actually gonna do. If I have the stuff for it. That looks kind of ugly, but I'm going to see if I can replace it with regular stone brick in a moment. Dig in a little bit to get this other corner, but there we go. Thank God I have more stairs. There we go. I have to hydrate Mars. Thank you. And when I say I'm gonna make this look better, I mean I need all the slabs that I have, so I'm going to use all the stairs that I have and don't need. By just doing this. Bobcat! Pop, 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 pop. Then we put one in the middle, and no one will know that it's not full blocks unless they go underneath it, in which case you saw nothing. And it should be up here. Where you gonna sleep tonight? Sleep tonight. Just gotta get all the way across. See, we're good. Will we have enough of these? I really don't think we will. Because I have 17 others. And I definitely have stone brick at the house. But you get the gist of what I'm doing. I'm gonna write up a rules thing. And figure out all these points. So we have all the flags that they have to get, which are going to be listed. And I will probably... What I might do is on the back of the board, like this side of the board, I'll... Yeah, I think on the back of the board, I will put example flags, maybe? Or maybe I'll just have some on the central board either side of like examples of these flags, what they should look like. And then we got 5 points being the first person to make a flag just in general. If you make the first flag that goes on the board, you get 5 points. 3 points being the first person to make a flag of a specific type. And then 3 points for being the first person with 3 flags. And then you get a point per flag that you have by the end of the month, and 6 points being the first person to complete all of their things. And yeah. That's the only ideas that I have right now for the point system. 1 for every flag, couple of bonus points. So it'll really depend. I guess once I do a thing in the Discord for the server about it, people are gonna scramble a little bit to try and get some flags up. And the prize will be something. I don't know what to make the prize. Probably Mythrill. Probably more Mythrill would make the most sense. So we can I'll definitely look into my Mythrill deposits and be like, yo, I will come up with an idea. The prize equals hug. Done. Oh. I mean, what I could do if I wanted to be cute, I could make a little rainbow crown. And have that be a prize. But I'm not sure if I want to update the texture pack just to add in a cute little rainbow crown. Should I do that? Should I make a cute little rainbow crown for somebody? You win the pride flag thing, you get a rainbow crown, one of a kind, exclusive, gay crown. Do it? Okay, well, Marzaki has told me to, so I've got a model to make later. But I'm gonna go grab some stone brick from my house. Let's grab some little bricks. Because I'm pretty sure that I have more. You have influence? You do. You do, and that's me wanting to make you happy as the influence. But hey, Mars! The thing of this challenge is all the flags have to be made on stream. If you want to get that rainbow flag, you gotta stream it. Because we need proof that you haven't stolen the flags from somewhere else. It is dangerous. You are very dangerous. You're the most frightening and dangerous person I have met. That's a lie. You're the most adorable person that I've met. But that could also be dangerous if you look at it in the wrong angle. I would never stream /J. But Marzaki, why would you say that when you are my favorite streamer? I really liked the Bendy stream. I watched about half of the Valorant stream before I got distracted doing something else because I had to go make a bed. I had to go make a bed and I couldn't have my streams on for that, but I still enjoyed what I saw of it. Hee, I still enjoyed it. Am I allowed to have help making them? I mean, you have your own board. Are you allowed to have help making them? Yes, you can use, like, tutorials to make them. You can use Pinterest pictures. You just can't, you just have to make them on stream. Like, you have to get the banner and make it yourself. You can't use a pre-existing banner that it exists on the server already. Yes. Oh, colors, yes. Yes, Elle, of course you can have help, because you are colorblind. Of course you get help, Elle. Of course you get help. I'm sorry, I thought you were being like, can we use tutorials? No, you were being like, oh, that makes more sense. This is too much, slabs. Thank you, no problem, bestie. Sorry that took me a moment to figure out. Of course you can have help figuring out what the colors are. I'll help you figure out what the colors are. How it goes, forgive me, honey. This also means that I'm gonna have to make a bunch of flags, so everyone has examples. But we'll get that done in a bit. Oh, 8 is actually enough. So this one is honey. This one's Monet. This one's Charlie. Jelly. Not jellied. That one is Ava. Melora. Surin. And Sky. There we go. And then I'll get a bunch of other signs to put on the rules, and I'll probably put something down here, like by the stairs, maybe that says rules upstairs. And it will explain that everyone has their own section, what pride flags they have to get, that there's going to be examples of the pride flags, probably around here, and then also on the back here for them to look at. I'll get it all written up and ready for next time we stream on the server so that I can show it off. And I'll get it announced in the Discord tomorrow. So be like, yo, this is what's happening, gamers. You can look at it, look at it. It's so fancy, so pretty, so wonderful. So wonderful. But it's a very simple board because, honestly, I just wanted to get something quickly done so we have something for Pride Month. And I think it's pretty good for what I got done in, like, an hour. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it's something. I'll grab some flowers and put them around. It will be cute. It'll be cute. But I do think that it's going to be the stream for today. We are almost at 2.5 hours, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty tired. And I'm gonna finish this off stream real quick. Zekareka, I don't know what you're questioning, but good job. No, don't leave me. Sorry, Mars. I have to leave. I was just about to say something that was gonna be really rude. I'm gonna stop myself right there. Let's see who is live. Who do I want to raid? Should I raid Magic? I can raid Magic. Wait, how many people does Magic have watching them actually? I get scared. Big numbers scare me. I am baby. Big numbers scare me. Far Cry. I don't want a Far Cry ad. Yeah, I can raid them. I can raid them. DME, I need to know. Say it. Mars, don't make me do this. We're gonna raid Magic. They're on Caboodle SMP right now. I know a couple people who are on that server. They're very, very sweet. They're very, very cool. Go say hi to them and be cute and sweet. We'll be live with the Mythrill Lore podcast this Friday, which will be very, very fun, so I hope you all enjoy. And I will see you later. Bye-bye!